thriller script here. I'm gonna add in a little naughty word. Philip has a sword. Huh? Don't know what that is. But that's pretty cliffhangery. Hey guys, my name is Nate. I'm a writer for Some Like It Studios, and today I'm going to be given a few requirements, and with those requirements I'm going to attempt to write a scene within 7 minutes. So...
Okay, are you ready, Nate?
Yes.
Okay, so here are your requirements. Your character's name is Jane.
Okay.
Your occupation is a sword technician. Your prop is a beach ball.
Okay.
Your line is, huh? 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 And the setting is a sewer. Okay? Your time starts now.
So Jane wakes up in a sewer. She does not know how she got there. She looks around with confusion. And then I'll go ahead and say the line just to get it out of the way. It's a very simple one. It could be put anywhere, but I really just want to bang out the requirements as soon as possible. So she's going, huh? 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 And I'll go ahead and put in parentheses, she's looking around. Well, actually no, because that's in the actions. So I don't have to include that. So I'm setting up something kind of random because she's a sword technician and there's also a beach ball. So I have to find like a way to incorporate those requirements into the scene without it feeling weird. I mean, this is already a weird scenario, someone waking up in a sewer. But I mean, there have been weirder things that have happened in movies. Jane shouts, hey. No. I'll say the figure turns to Jane, then dashes, then makes a mad dash. Jane decides to follow the figure. Hey, wait up. I guess from there, we'll go ahead and have a little bit of conflict. I don't want to add too much, so I'll just say, once she turns a corner, I'm gonna put a little line, and then I'm gonna put wham! Put a little onomatopoeia in there. So she turns the corner, wham! A beach ball hits her in the face. And then I'm gonna put dot dot dot. It doesn't feel like much, because there's barely any air in a beach ball, so it's not gonna have the wham effect. It's more of a jump scare. I guess we're going with like a horror thriller script here. Alright, so that's just about all I could do within 7 minutes. That's all the requirements. I'm gonna send this over to my team. They're gonna let me know what I need to do. Honestly, I think the hardest thing to incorporate was the sword technician occupation, because I don't know what that is. So yeah, I just had to kind of like BS it, put it in there. But yeah, I'm gonna send this over. They're gonna let me know what to do. So I just got my requirements for round 2, and my new requirements are I need to add where the beach ball came from, and I need to introduce Jane's brother, Philip. Do they have a conflict? So I'm gonna head over to my script. Instead of saying wham as well, I'm gonna use a different onomatopoeia. I don't know what to use right now. So I'm just gonna say, from above, a beach ball hits Jane on the head. And instead of wham, I'm just gonna say bonk. I guess that's the closest second option I can go with. Jane looks up at a bright source of light above her. And as for Philip, I'm gonna go ahead and just add him into the scene. So I'm gonna say that from the shadows, a booming voice calls out, "Wait, Jane, it's me." Jane raises her eyebrows and slowly walks to the shadows. Jane says, "Philip, is that you?" And since I introduced Philip here, I'm going to say, in the action above it, I'm going to say, it could only be her older brother. Didn't think we'd run into each other like this, sis. Alright, so that is the addendums to the script. I'm going to go ahead and send this in to my team, and they're going to give me more requirements for the third and final round. So, I'll see you guys there. Alright, so I just got my round 3 requirements. So, my new requirements are, we need to know why they're meeting, and Philip has a sword in addition to a bucket. We'll go ahead and just add the sword into his hands right off the bat. That eliminates that. So we'll say in his left hand is a bucket, in his right is a sharp sword. He doesn't look happy to see her. That's pretty cliffhangery. So we need to add why they're there. So I think the only real way we can do this is to add on to the scene. So I think that that'll also give me a good opportunity to actually wrap up the scene and have it lead somewhere. Jane focuses her attention on Philip's blade. Yeah, Philip's blade. And I'm just gonna add some snappy Sorkin type dialogue. I'm gonna add in a little naughty word into there. So I'm just gonna say bull. I'll just cut it there. It doesn't have to be naughty. And then Jane, I'll go ahead and have Jane react to that. It's bad language, sort of. And then I'll go ahead and put just a little scene to wrap up this. We're just starting on the 3rd page, but that's all the requirements that I have there. I think that's a pretty solid scene. It's a lot better than what I came up with in round 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Okay, so now that we're done, I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a read. So I went ahead and I gave it a name, The Sewer. So let's go ahead and see how this turned out with a full read through. So, interior sewer day. Jane wakes up in a sewer. She does not know how she got there. She looks around with confusion. Huh? 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 In the distance, she spots a dark figure in the shadows. Jane stands up and hollers at the shadow. Hey! The figure turns to Jane, then makes a mad dash. Jane decides to follow the figure. Hey, wait up! As Jane runs down the dark sewer, dirty water splashes onto her jeans. Once she turns a corner, bonk! From above, a beach ball hits Jane on the head. Doesn't feel like much. Startled, Jane jumps back. Behind her, she can make out a stick. Jane picks up the stick and comically holds it out like a sword. Jane looks up at a bright source of light above her. It's an open manhole, the source of the mysterious beach ball. I'm trained with this thing. I know what I'm doing, so you better come out now or else I'm gonna have to use it. Jane's sword technician background won't be enough to get her out of this situation. From the shadows, a booming voice calls out, Wait, Jane, it's me! Jane raises her eyebrows. She recognizes that voice. Jane puts the stick down and slowly walks to the shadows. It could only be her older brother, Philip. Philip? Is that you? Philip emerges from the shadows. In his left hand is a bucket, and his right is a sharp sword. He doesn't look happy to see her. Didn't think we'd run into each other like this, sis. Jane focuses her attention on Philip's blade. Philip catches onto this and hides it behind his back. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. How do you know about this place? I don't. I just woke up here. Bull. Jane scoffs, offended. I am your sister. Why are you interrogating me? Because I owe some bad people some money. There's a silence in the sewers. The only sources of sound comes from water dripping around them. What? They said they'd do something like this. Bring you here? I guess they were right. Philip looks at his sister and sighs. Come with me. I have a lot to explain. So I think it's okay. I could have definitely done better with some more time, but that's the whole challenge. Maybe this will get picked up by Netflix or something and you'll see it one day. But yeah, that's all for me. Thank you guys.